I use this time to officially welcome you to the office of District Number 6, Bong County. We appreciate your coming, and we will be having the Honorable will be speaking to you just for a few minutes, and afterwards we have the chance to ask your questions to the lawmaker. Honorable.
Thank you. Members of the press, fellow Liberians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The recent past month has been uncertain and worrisome for several citizens in home and abroad. Election processes come and go. What we have is to maintain the peace of our dear country, Liberia. Let me use this medium to congratulate Senator Yamli Kanga of Grand Bassa County, who is the first female candidate that has maintained a seat and have been pronounced by the Election Commission as winner of the just ended December 8, 2020 senatorial and midterm election. Our democratic process has improved and changed greatly, and as such, we must continue the struggle to achieving a total gender balance in the governance structure of today. My attention has been drawn to a situation in Nima and Bapun County. As women, we must be protected similarly as men in all electoral process in the world in Liberia. We called on the Ministry of Internal Affairs, the Ministry of Gender, the National Traditional Council of Liberia to take seize of the travel first and threats levied upon a female candidate, Botokani, as a result of a gender and strength pulled out during the electoral process. We condemn some chiefs and traditional leaders' actions as spread in the news of bringing out our traditional culture to intimidate the female candidate. This should never be taken lightly, and we expect that our National Traditional Council activities will be put to rest during electoral processes, and if not, protect not one person but all. It is our fervent hope that the number of women increase in the national legislature to support and promote other women in political leadership and work in improving the democracy of our country. Therefore, we wish us all candidates well and hope that this election come to a peaceful end. Congratulations to all other winning candidates and to all other Liberian women that took the bold step in contesting these elections. May we all reconcile and work together for a better peace and better place in Liberia. God bless Liberia and strengthen the national legislator. Salala success story is sure.
All right, thank you. We'll take questions now so that the Honorable can be able to respond to you.
All right, so my name is Prince. I report for Prime FM Radio. I had two concerns. One has to do with the situation in Bapolo. We know that when the traditional devil comes outside, women are compelled to go indoor. So with a female candidate in the race, and then the traditional devil coming outside, how threatening and intimidating it is on the part of a female candidate. That's one. The civil election has ended. With the results coming also far against the ruling establishment. I mean, what is your take on it? I mean, how do you look at that as a political actor in the Liberian politics?
The first thing for the traditional devil coming out is wrong. Because what we know during election processes, like I said, it should be put to stop. Because every one of us have to have a free will. So intimidating women by bringing it out is not fair to us. That is something that we believe that the traditional council has to really look into it and make sure if that was done, something should be done to stop it and to make sure that that should never occur. Because you cannot be scaring people, and already we have a lot of women that don't want to take the bold step. And a few of them want to do it, and you start to scare off, and if that is not protected under the law, you have a lot of people shying away. And coming to what you said, the second question, the election results with the CDC. For me, I see it as an independent candidate and with an independent mind. For me, I think they have the opportunity. Because it had come not a period after the 2 year when people didn't want to hear about the Unity Party and they didn't have the time to make a comeback. But now for them, It's just 3 years gone. I think what they need to do is sit on the table, not only with sedition, not only with government leadership, but even people that are outside of government, even the press, even people you think they are opposition. Sit with them and listen to their input. For my own assessment, coming on the table, I've seen two things lacking that need to be done, and I think when that is worked on, it will also improve. Firstly, the harmonization. I can tell you, my dear brother, the CDC government said the Unity Party wasn't good, but the people were getting the money. As a BSc holder, some people were making $800, and they were getting the money, taking it home. Now you come, you cut it down to 400. Some of them you cut it down to 300, 500. That is something that people will not be excited about. That is something that people will not want to see. How the harmonization, in fact, you're not even giving a kind of how you're using this money that you're cutting from people. So what they're doing as partisan, because they want to be in the office, when you tell them wear the blue t-shirt, they will wear it and create I-7s. And when they leave, they take it on, they go somewhere, you're not seeing them, they're not going to be loyal to you. And the next thing I see is accessibility. These people were playing Lulu with these partisans, the common ones. They were always at the party headquarters. Now they have come with power and no longer accessible to the people. You cannot see them. When you say hi, the security have to block you. So they need to sit also and look at those things. For my own, I think when those things are worked on, there will be a little bit of leverage and a comeback for them.
Okay.
My name is Lisa Daise and I work for Women's TV Liberia. These are some of the different things, like you just spoke out on the issue of violence against women, especially in political spaces. These are things that have been springing out from different reports from the UN and other people. This is something that you just talk about, and moving to the space of the legislature. Now that these elections are over, the deputy speaker has been elected to the Senate position, and we see that all have been the male-dominated side of it. What do you see? What's your take on the position of deputy speaker? Is it now that women should come to that particular space to lead Liberia?
First thing, let me say, we work with the deputy speaker in making sure he's successful. It's because I think when you can check the record, I said 2020 was going to be an election that will serve as a caveat to us as elected officials. I think we can have the people power, we sit and have vacation, in time for election, we come and get the job. But you can see the result. It serves us lesson that we also have to tell our ways. Let's come to the point of the question. When you look in the executive, you see the number 2 person having to be a female. When you look in the judiciary, the same, but a Wolokori having to be with the Chief Justice. Why can't it be in the legislature where we report to the people, where we look up to the people? But I can tell you, when it comes to mine, I've been approached by my colleagues, and we are still doing consultation around it, and we're making sure that we get everybody on board that can make it successful, and we will come in and work with the people once it's the request of the people.
A follow-up to that, one of the major reasons would be the low representation of women at the level of the legislature, specifically the House of Representatives. How many women do we have right now? I know they should be 7. I'm saying we because I'm a woman. They should be 7, and how are you gearing up with that to be able to draw their own attention to having a space for a woman at the level of deputy speakership?
The first thing, even the women legislative caucus, you don't just claim and say because you are a female, so everyone of them should support you. You firstly need to reach out to those people that stay sitting on the fence or think that they cannot support you, to ask them, to reach out to them, to put their crest on the table, and you're discussing. And luckily for us, when you come to us as representatives, we have he for she. We have men that believe in women leadership. We are going around those people because for the past 3 years, we've been working and building networks and looking for like minds. So you can tell me you will come at this time and you don't know who are those men you think going to support you, whatever you put your hand in, and whatever it is, they're going to stand with you. So that is why I tell you we are doing all of the consultation, and we're making sure that we work with partners and like minds in the legislature that will make sure and see the leadership ability in us and work along with us.
Go ahead.
Honorable, I'm saying Mensah from the Harper newspaper. I have two concerns. One had to do with you just supported a CPP candidate in Bong County, and for what you just explained, the lapses with the CDC record, you are independent candidate, the king as independent lawmaker, you are independent lawmaker. What do we foresee to see you? Is it join the CPP in any time from now, or join the CDC? I'm afraid concerned. Then the second one is the election of Prince Moima in Bong County. What does it mean for the people of Bong County?
I see Prince Moima as one of a kind. I see him as a leader that is accountable to the people. So I see a total reconciliation coming to Bong County. And I see us as caucus members being accountable to the citizens of Bong County. It's not going to be business as usual. That is why we are fought hard to bring forth like minds. People that will not start the peace, or people that will not pretend to the citizen, and when the money comes, they be struggle any way they want it. So, and with my supporting Prince Moima being a CPP candidate, I will remain independent. My being independent wasn't just done by myself, it was also because of my citizen request that we do it in 2017. So if the need arises, it must be done by the approval of my constituents, by my citizen. But I didn't support Prince Moima because of party line. And I can tell you, even people that are victorious today, candidates that are being elected today, if you look at the history, they are not supported because of just CPP. They are supported because even partisan or CDC, some of them voted for them because they are not satisfied with certain issues that need to be worked on. So every one of us who wanted a good leadership, we wanted like minds to be elected, and that is why we work towards it.
Right. So just as we close back to the question, this I suppose a male-dominant legislature you found yourself in with your ambition. Have you any fear? Have you any threat? Because some of the names you may be hearing in the corridor, have you any fear of taking a step?
Fear is not part of us. What I always say is, whatever we find ourselves right now is God, and the grace of God gonna carry us through anything we put ourselves in. I have friends in the legislature who are male that are supporting my crest, and I know the legislature we have right now is not just selfish and looking and just male. So we're gonna have like minds that are gonna come to us, not because of our gender or the ability to do the work.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you for today's press conference. Thank you for coming, and we love work.